as you know, it's very hard to talk about anything about anyone in these movies.
Like what you saw in there, cool, sick. What you didn't see in there?
We have hours for this tape, right?
Well, you know, I'd rather not spoil it. Come on.
Well, he's Cap. Finally.
We pick up a little bit where we left off, a couple moments down the road.
To do something new and take a character that's iconic from the comics and create it from anew is always special to me.
And now we see him on his own, running missions on his own and trying to figure out where he fits into the whole world.
The most exciting part is that I'm wearing the suit.
He's been on ice, shall we say, for about 16 years, but he comes back with a vengeance.
I had watched other actors, brilliant actors, have a wonderful time. I'm not a brilliant actor, but I thought I might have a good time. That's basically what drew me to it.
One thing about these movies that I love so much, no matter how many people you add, no matter how many people you leave, it's really a community. It's kind of like summer camp.
Well, I loved working with Anthony Mackie and Danny Ramirez. Great being a part of their story. I always like the challenge of presenting a villain's point of view.
It still has that same background of, spy, espionage, 1960s caper.
It's a beautiful, generational baton passing.
Mr. Joaquin Torres, Danny Ramirez, who I feel is the breakout star of this movie.
To put that on and to feel how it felt and then have to do some stuff, I was like, this is the movie we're making, because I was able to finally see what it felt like for Anthony to put on the suit.
The stuff that he's doing with his character and what he brings, the flavor, the beauty, the joy he brings to that character, I feel like it brings a whole new energy to the Marvel Universe.
It's been something that I've been looking forward to it since the day I got the role. I was told, I don't know, pinch me.
In this movie, we've done something very special.
Well, you can hear how loud it is behind me and see the hug if you pan over. That's the team dynamic.
We had so much fun, and it's just so funny because, we're playing these characters, but then as soon as it's cut, we are laughing.
At the top of the film?
There we go.
I think none of us are in a good place.
I'm eating something disgusting out of a bowl, gaining weight as you watch the film in real time.
It's just really wonderful to make a movie with people who really love working with each other.
Where we find her is in this movie a lone wolf. She's a loner. She's very self-sufficient. She's a survivor.
Been shot at a lot.
I mean, we do see that thing of you just scrolling through your phone, dude, looking for bad press, which is something like Googling himself and being like, if I don't find the nasty comments, I'm not finished.
All the time.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's really right up our alley.
And I'm just in Congress.
Which is the worst one.
I felt so grateful to be a part of making Yelena in the first movie and figuring out who she was and how we wanted the world to see her.
There's actually more than I would like to admit that I relate to, and it's personal actually. So, what are you doing asking me that?
Yeah, off, man.
We really took care and were encouraged from Kevin from the very beginning to take a different approach to what a Marvel movie is and a twist on your usual idea of what a team-up movie could be.
And so to be able to come back again, but show another side of what it is to be a human going through life in the way that she does, that may not necessarily be the way that we assume they would live, is it's beautiful for me.
And when you're trying to do a team movie, the question is always will that dynamic, how will it actually play out? What can you build? And these actors worked so well together in rehearsal and just took to each other so brilliantly that it just made everything easy. It was great.
Vanessa inspires me. Nobody works harder, and you are my leader, and it's the truth. It's the truth. I've made her silent. I'm sorry.
I'm really embarrassed by that.
Yeah, I've been a fan of the Fantastic Four since I was a kid. I love these characters, and I think we found 4 amazing actors to bring them to life, and they've already bonded like a family. It's very, very sweet and exciting, and that's a tricky thing.
What do I find in common with Johnny? Well, I suppose he's the youngest of the group and probably the most foolish of the group. So I guess I can relate to that slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What can you relate to, Ben?
Bashful Ben Grimm. I don't know. All right, now I feel a little shy.
I've loved him since the moment I met him, which was how many months? 4 months?
Yeah, about 4 months now.
5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I relate to the love that they have for one another. Everything kind of grows from that relationship. I'm a huge codependent.
I've been prepping hard for Joe. I've been working out, doing sit-ups for Joe.
You've been preparing?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
For me, I love the fact that they were humans that went through something really extreme, to read all the comics and to see their journey, their relationship, because any research you do, it's always about how they're so inextricably linked and they just can never separate. And they go through a lot of hard times as well, which I really loved getting to know that, you know?
That we can all really relate to.
We can all really relate to.
We've been going through scenes and working at stuff and working at a table and sort of getting into it, developing our relationships, just kind of very basic sort of connecting, figuring out what this family is about, what the dynamics are of the family, and very kind of straightforward character work.
Thank you for being Marvel fans. I'm excited for you to see this movie.
Thunderbolts is gonna blow your mind. Your mind is gonna be blown.
Couldn't agree with that more, yeah.
It's that.
For real.
Period.
For real.
This is way better than any of Tom Holland's movies. And I have Harrison Ford.
I'm delighted by what we've done. The movie's gonna kick ass.